Hello everyone. India's stockbroking landscape just saw a major breakup. If you look at companies like Zerodha, Upstocks, Angel One, you name it, you have it, have lost around 6 lakh clients in July alone and about 20 lakh in the first half of 2025. The main culprit, a steep fall in futures and options participating after SEBI changed its rules and regulations towards futures and options. Weekly expiry got reduced, higher capital requirements, and increased taxes. Because when SEBI continuously comes in and changes the rules and regulations every now and then, traders are into the back foot as to what next. And also, retail traders are stepping back, and many are moving towards mutual funds, PMS, AIFS, instead. So which is alternative investment funds. Interestingly, some brokers like SBI Securities, Paytm Money, ICI Securities, all those not so renowned names in terms of discount brokerage or full brokerage are concerned, they are adding up the clients. And yes, obviously this drop is something that needs to be looked into, and it's a worrying trend. Meanwhile, there is another signal which is coming our way. Is India's retail inflation just hit an 8-year low. Now this is not something that market needs to cheer about. Healthy inflation of 3 to 4% at least should be India's inflation, and I'll tell you why. Because India is a developing country, and too low inflation is actually a red flag. Healthy inflation of around at least 3 to 4% is what it needs, because it signals a robust demand. But falling inflation suggests consumers aren't spending. Demand is weak. Consumers don't have enough money on their hand to spend into the economy and to buy the products. That's the reason we could see the weakening results of consumer sectors, be it consumer durable, consumer discretionary, be it autos or vehicles or CV loans or MSMEs, SMEs. I mean, you name it, you have it again. These all sectors are driven by consumers, and if consumers doesn't have enough money, then it's a sign of problem, and it's a sign of worry that we need to think about. Because if retailers don't have enough money, which will obviously not create demand, even if demand is not created, then the inflation will obviously not go up. It goes in a in a simultaneous way. If inflation rises, demand rises. If inflation doesn't rise, demand is shrinking, is something that we need to look into. This is the on ground reality, and yes, as an investor, you really have to look into it.